So I don't know what to film at the moment because I haven't been shopping and haven't been buying any new items. I just don't want this video to be boring. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be on my favorite drugstore foundations. I kind of just picked out a few that I use all the time, and I know that, I don't know if you guys like me, I just always on the quest of finding the perfect foundation for my skin. But my skin changes all the time, so it's kind of really hard sometimes. But these ones are the one that I reach out the most. So I want to talk to you guys about it today, and let's get started. So the first foundation, it's kind of like a BB cream-ish I want to talk to you about, is this L'Oreal Beautifying BB cream, and this is in the color Fair. And it says it's got 4 beautifying actions in one, and it primes, corrects, hydrates, and perfects. And I have been using this for a while now, and I pretty much use this every day. It's also because it's sort of almost up and I'm trying to use it up. But at the same time, I really like this because when you open it and then you put it on your hand, it kind of feels like it just looks white. And you're like, okay, so is it just like a primer? But when you go away for a couple minutes and when you come back, it actually has some coverage and your skin just looks a lot better and smoother and blurred, a little bit blurred. It almost makes me feel like I'm wearing foundation, but it doesn't feel like you're wearing anything. So it's very light at the same time that give you a light coverage. So that's something I really like. And then I would go over with my concealer and a little bit powder to finish the look. So if you want to see how that's done, please see my previous makeup tutorial. It doesn't make my skin look dull end of the day, and also it doesn't oxidize orange, because a lot of the Korean products that I use, like the BB creams, it sort of give you like that grayish color, and then end of the day it kind of oxidizes gray or orange, which is something I really don't like. So this one doesn't give you that problem at all. And this is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin liquid makeup with titanium dioxide sunscreen. I really like this foundation. I bought it about a few months ago, and I've been using it sort of on and off just because I feel like this is like my #1 favorite right now. This is a little bit heavier than the BB cream, so you can't really, not that you can't, but I don't really use a concealer on top of this because I feel like it makes it a little bit heavy. This consistency is like kind of like a watery consistency, and when you rub it in, it's kind of very easy to blend. And I also you can use a beauty blender, but I prefer to use a brush just because it's very watery, so it's easier to blend with a brush. It also says it has antioxidant blend, which will improve your skin. Honestly, when I used it, I didn't really expect to improve my skin because this is not something I look for in a makeup product, so I kind of can't say that that is true. But I have to say, it doesn't, end of the day, when I take off my makeup, it doesn't make your skin dull. It also doesn't make my, fine lines or whatever crease end of the day, which sometimes foundation tend to do that if it's a little bit cakey. It's very sheer though. This one is very watery. Like if I try to pour some on my hand, this is something I don't like about this bottle, is I wish it came with a pump, because like if you're gonna pour it out, it's gonna just make a mess. And also every time you open this, I feel like a whole bunch of oxygen and bacteria just went in, and then it doesn't really last that long, you know what I mean? So I wish they sort of improved and make a pump. But for the price, I really can't complain. So if you pour a little bit, oh my god. So see, like a whole bunch just came out, and it's very watery. It's kind of like it's gonna drip down my hand. And if you blend it, I normally use a makeup brush with it, so it's kind of a lot better. And you can see on my hand it's very white right now because my hand is a lot darker than my face. But you can see it does have like a medium coverage, and it's kind of also very dewy finish, which is something I really like. This is the Maybelline Fit Me in the Matte and Poreless in shade 115 Ivory, in shade Ivory. This is something I wear in the summer quite a lot because it has a very matte, and I don't know about Poreless, but it's very matte finish, and it can work well with if you're doing pictures or like flash photography, stuff like that. It can work really well. And at the same time, I do find it's a little bit, it makes your pores a little bit smaller. And this has a lot of love on YouTube because a lot of people compare this with, like, you know, higher end names foundations. So I quite like this. Also, it doesn't make me break out, which is something really important. It sets very fast as well, so when you put it on, it sort of sets really quickly, and then sometimes I don't even need to use a powder, but I do in summertime just because, you know, if you sweat, then your makeup can get ruined. Okay, the last drugstore foundation I want to talk to you about is actually a BB cushion, and I'm sure you can guess now. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion. I really love this cushion. I have like a ton of Korean brand. I have the Lancome one. I really like this. I feel like I reach out to this the most, pretty much. I got this from CVS, and I believe it was about $20 or less than that, I can't remember. But the shade is W2. This is more like on the yellower side. And it pretty much has the same design. Like if you open it, it kind of has a mirror, and then it's got this cushion bit here, which I don't really use. I don't use the cushion that comes with, as you can probably see it's used, but I use this to test it out because I feel like this can get a little bit dirty and kind of full of bacteria. So I normally use a beauty blender or a brush. And again, when you open it up, it's got like this sponge thingy. I think that when it goes on, it's sort of very dewy. So if you want a dewy finish, definitely go with this. At the same time, it doesn't break my skin out. I'm very scared of using kind of a dewy type of foundation because I feel like in the summer, during the day, throughout the day, I wear and tends to break me out a little bit. And this one doesn't do that at all. Okay guys, that is it for this video about my favorite drugstore foundations. Next time I'm going to be doing my favorite high-end brand foundations, so stay tuned for that. And if you like this video, please thumbs up, and please leave any comments down below. And just a little bit sneak peek is just a little bit news is that I just ordered the new color from the Kylie Lip Kit collection, which is exposed. So I'm like super excited. It's gonna come, I think, in a couple of weeks time. So stay tuned. I'm gonna be doing a demo review / try on video on that as well. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.